first recipe you're going to do today is our orange basil vinaigrette. It's a pretty simple recipe, but a couple key things is with using the new XL is number one, I can make 3 times the volume in the same amount of time, and it's saving us a ton of labor because obviously we're doing way more in less time. This recipe is pretty simple, actually. What's nice is we kind of stage everything in here. First ingredient, we've got a quart of fresh squeezed orange juice and a quart of rice wine vinegar. I like the rice wine vinegar because it's not too acid, it's got a little bit of a nutty flavor to it, and it's not too acidic where it's going to overpower the orange juice. So we've got the rice wine vinegar and the OJ. Then I'm taking Dijon mustard, which I use for a couple reasons. One is it imparts super flavor. Also, this is what gives us an emulsion. It kind of will get really creamy and hold the oil in an emulsion, and you'll see once we get this thing really ramped up, it's pretty impressive. So, rice wine vinegar, orange juice, and the Dijon. Then I'm going to take some sea salt, 2 tablespoons, and some fresh ground black pepper, and a tablespoon and a half. So now, got all that in there, and what's kind of nice is the variable speed is really helpful because as you turn it on, it's just bringing this agitated enough so we're just getting it blended. So I'm going to bring it up just a tiny bit on the variable speed, about 25%. And I'm going to just wait till that Dijon is blended. You can see that's already pretty creamy. The blade is very efficient. So then while that's going, I'm going to add fresh orange zest. Now this is really key because the oil from the orange zest is really potent and it will carry through this vinaigrette very well. Plus you get these nice little bites of fresh orange. That's when you bite through something. So that's 4 tablespoons of the fresh orange. Then fresh basil. Now normally I'd have to chop this or do something, but the blade is so efficient, it's going to reduce this basil perfect size so it'd be nicely blended in, kind of a mince. Now you can see it's already doing that. I'm going to bring up the speed just a little bit more. The rest of the basil in. You can see how fast this comes together. And then I'm taking a blended olive oil. It's actually olive oil and canola. And we're just going to start blending this in. And as I'm adding the oil, I'm just going to start bringing the speed up just a little bit. Now what's also key is the capacity of this. It's 1.5 gallons, and because of the way it's designed, it actually allows me to add a full 1.5 gallons, and it's really, that's the yield. So when I do my recipes now, I'm yielding it to exactly where I want to be, not where I think I should be or where I could be. It's so handy with the variable speed because you can really control how fast you want this to come together. So as you're seeing the oil, I've got about 3/4 gallon. Oh, it smells great already. It's pretty amazing. It starts releasing all the volatile oils from the basil. All right, so I'm getting, see how creamy that is already. I don't even have the blender at full speed. So what I'm going to do now is add that oil. You can see it just about to the top there. Now I'm going to get the lid back in, tighten that down. Now I'm ready to finish this vinaigrette. So bring it up. Now we're really going to use the horsepower. It's actually 4.2 horsepower with super shear. A real key to a vinaigrette is being able to get high enough shear so you're really getting that emulsion with the fat and the vinegar and the other liquids. So here we go, final step. knock it back down. You can see how beautiful the basil's all dispersed. And that's it. So now we're going to take a look at this. That's how that emulsion should look. Not too thick, it's not thin, there's no separation with the oil, and perfect dispersion of all the other ingredients. That's our orange basil vinaigrette. Enjoy.